Sit on my jacket, sit on my jacket.
How was it doing Wipeout Canada?
It was amazing. Best time of my life.
Really?
Really.
Best time of your life? Yeah, I have to say it was pretty fun.
And are you jealous?
I'm a little jealous.
Because you didn't actually get to go. You had to do the whole thing on green screen.
Yes. Although, you know, and also the green screen experience was not, I was expecting it to be more like Avatar. There was no motion capture. There were no cables lifting me up. It was just a lot of standing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They did use someone else's body. I had a body double for most of it.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Didn't know that.
Yes, because I had it in my contract. I don't want anyone to see me from the neck down.
So it's just your head floating on top of someone else's
Right.
body, yeah.
Mocking people from above.
And how was it actually live on the scene? What is it like?
Well, I was so nervous my first day because I've never co-hosted anything. I've never had to hold the microphone and speak into it and remember to put it in front of them.
Well, by the way.
See, I don't think I did. I feel like I held it too close to my face, like I was trying to eat it or something.
There was that day that you ate your microphone.
I know.
That was actually pretty funny.
I was so hungry
Yeah,
though.
the catering was late. What are you gonna do?
No, it was great because so I get to set and I've got all these nerves, just butterflies in my tummy. And then when I went into the contestants tent and I met the first 20 contestants, they just put me at ease. They had such a wonderful energy about them that I was so relaxed after that. And then we start off the day with interviews with each of them. And we just played for like an hour and a half. Just every time someone new would come in, I'd get them to tell me about themselves, maybe teach me something, show me their victory dance, and we just played and we were just goofy all morning.
Well,
It's great because you get to see more of each contestant. Like it's not like, you know, you watch game shows and they say, oh, I'm Cliff from Rochester, I'm an accountant, and then that's all you get to know about them. But on our show, you get a pretty big window into the personalities and who these people are
Really
within the confines of the area.
Right.
You get a chance to really pick your favorite. I think that's going to happen every episode. Someone will be like, I'm cheering for that guy.
And we have so many likable contestants too. Like they're so sweet. We have a handful of just jerks.
But they were like trumped up jerks. Like they were
purposely
theatrical.
being a jerk.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like watching like luchadors or something like that.
And then it made it more fun for us because then we didn't mind ripping into them and making fun of them.
Oh yeah, you were asking for it. That
Yeah.
everyone talk smack about how you're going to dominate the chorus and everyone else sucks. Well,
I was telling Ennis I was looking through pictures last night and I found one of Veronica Weiss having me in a headlock, like my hair's all over the place, my feet are above my head. Yeah. I asked her to teach me something and that's what she taught me.
She taught
like
you
my face was being
how to get
dove into
pile
the
driven.
ground. Yeah.
Great.
And were you
lesson.
pile driving anyone on set?
No, I can't say that I did that to anyone else, but
But now you mentioned victory dances. Are there a lot of victory dances on Wipeout? Are there?
Yeah.
Well, there's at least one every.
I guess there's at least one, yeah.
You can win $50,000, so I mean it's a pretty big victory dance. But
Well, even
found
more
that
than that, because
Right.
after the qualifier,
Right.
people that move on to the Motrin Sweeper round, they are so excited just to be able to move on.
Right.
So every single one of them would give me their dance after.
Yeah.
And then me, being the idiot that I am, would join in and make a fool of myself with them every single dance.
That's just your
Yeah,
environment.
I know.
You're just fitting in.
I know.
Well, and rightly said, after you get through any segment of Wipeout, you want to do a victory dance. I mean,
Sure.
it's amazing to get through anything on the
Yeah.
show.
So you're like, I didn't vomit, or some people had dances after they did vomit. So you know, that happens too.
So what was the craziest thing you saw on Wipeout over the whole show series?
Oh man.
Naked Nana.
Naked Nana. Wow. That sounds...
Do we have to talk about Naked Nana?
Every time I bring her up, Ennis is like, I don't want to remember this.
I just had breakfast. She was lovely.
She was such a sweet lady. She was in her 60s. She was a grandmother, and she loved playing nude volleyball. And then when she got on the course, she insisted on sharing her nudeness with
Let's just
all
say
of
a
us.
lot of our money, for a lot of our budget went into black bar technology.
Right.
It really broke the bank.
And how is it working with Jonathan Torrens? Awful. Terrible guy, right?
He's got some nerve even showing his face in this kind. Jonathan is amazing. You know, from the first auditions, he came in, audition, there were one audition and then 3 callbacks, and he came in, I think, on the second callback, and within a minute, I was like, oh, he's got this, so let's see who they're going to pair him up with. And it just worked out that it happened to be me, but he's fantastic. He's hilarious, and it's fun because, you know, we have to have sort of the dynamic has to work where one of us is like the really smart, clever, good-looking one, and then there's Jonathan. You know what I mean? That kind of trades that off. So it's nice to have that balance.
They really do balance each other out well too, because, like you said, there has to be like one type of comedy and another type of comedy just for it to work.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're perfect together. Very good chemistry.
Absolutely, that's true. So I feel like, Jonathan, I said what you wanted me to say, so if we could maybe, I'm sorry for what I did. See, I told you I was going to tuck you up on TV, so I think we could be cool again.
Now, is there any chance of? Well, first of all, did you get to actually run the course at all? You did.
I did.
Oh my God.
The Wipeout Zone.
Yeah, the Wipeout Zone.
The Wipeout Zone.
My last night there. So
you're going to buy right to the final.
Yeah, I kind of cheated.
Perks, yeah, absolutely.
Well, no, I wanted to do all of it, but we just finished shooting episode 13, Wipeout Zone, so it was nighttime, so I couldn't go do the qualifier or anything.
Right.
But it was such a great experience. You climb up to the top of the ramp and your adrenaline is just going, and I'm like, okay, I want to do this now, and they made me wait like 7 minutes just to get all the cameras ready.
On the donut, you were just sitting up there?
I was standing up there, and I'm like, can I get in the donut? I want to do this. And they're like, no, wait, you have to wait. We're not ready for it yet. And I'm like, come on, I want to do this.
Perched on the precipice, yeah.
And then, of course, once you're up there, then you have to pee. And there's nowhere to pee. And it's like, oh my God, now I got to hold this. And
You didn't go in the water, did you?
No. No, I didn't.
Well, if no one else went after her, you know, it's not quite as big a crime.
It was done.
Right.
But yeah, it was such a great experience. I did it in a short amount of time, but it felt like it was like 15 minutes long when you're actually there doing it. And they filmed it, so all of Canada can laugh at me in
Amazing.
episode 14.
And we look forward to it.
I can't wait to hear what they're going to say about it.
I was just going to say, I think we need to send Ennis down and participate as well.
I have a doctor's note that says I can't run the course because I don't want to. So
Right.
Because I'm a little scared of it. So.
He uses that excuse a lot.
It's just, you know, you got to listen to your doctor. So I'm much more comfortable making fun of people from a distance. I know that's what I was hired for.
You're very good at it.
Yeah. Although we said this before, if you weren't hosting the show, you would be an ideal candidate.
Oh, I totally. If I didn't get the co-host job, I would have.
I mean that in a good way. That sounded like a negative thing, but it's a compliment.
Yeah, you would totally look hilarious on the set. Yeah.
Craziness and that little bit of no shame and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is an important part of Wipeout, isn't it? No shame, right?
Yes. Yeah. The no shame is definitely a big part of it.
Guts, glory, no
Have
shame.
that little thing in their head that tell them maybe I shouldn't do this.
Yeah. You don't,
I don't have that.
unplug that before you come on the show for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what's the? I mean, is it easy taking pot shots at these people? Is it hard? What's that part like?
It's like, you know, the people who are on the show, it's like going to like a Don Rickles, you know, comedy night, or like or being in a roast. Like you're asking for it. You know what I mean? The people that we have on are such a wide range of Looney Tunes that you know, you can.
Looney Tunes.
I mean that in a good way. But
Lovely Looney Tunes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, on the bottom line is you want to. I'm still cheering for them the whole time. You know, like
Of course.
I'm definitely rooting for everybody, but. You know, you're going to wear a full-body green unitard. I'm probably going to draw attention to that. You know what I mean? You're going to be a naked Nana. I'm going to try to, you know, erase the memory from my mind, but also draw attention to it too. So it's not, you know, it's not like Canadian Idol where we're shattering dreams or anything like that.
Right.
These guys are they know what they're getting into, and they kind of ask for it too, like in a positive way. So I think that's kind of the payoff. If you didn't win the show, at least you got, you know, great footage of yourself wiping out. I think it's going to be cool to watch. You know, I would like to imagine what it's like to be a contestant watching it because, you know, we taped it, you know, a while ago,
Right.
so they know the result. But I know that there's a bunch of viewing parties. We've had contestants get in touch with us that are getting together with their friends, and they know what happened. That must be such a trip to watch yourself and watch your friends and family watching you on the show, knowing how you did. So I think that's going to be.
Look at how far my neck can bend, you know?
Right, yeah.
I didn't know
Told you.
my feet could touch my face.
Told you I'd make something of myself, Mom. You know, stuff like that.
I'm sure you'll get all the tweets like, Ennis, why did you say this to me?
Right. Well, because you asked for it.
But that's your charm.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I think we get away with it. You know,
Yeah.
we're not being mean.
No.
So,
Only if they're mean to us.
Right. If they've trumped themselves up like a wrestling villain, then yeah, they're asking for it for sure.
So there are 13 episodes, but I understand there's a 14th, which
Yes.
is special.
Yeah.
Yes, very special.
We're gonna have the Wipey Awards, I believe we're calling them. where we show-
Or
Nice.
the Wipe A's.
Very good. See, we gotta pitch that because it's
Yeah.
very, very clever. Very, very clever. And we're showing some of the, you know, the highlights of the season and probably some studio outtakes, and then we're also gonna show Jessica's run on the Wipeout. So
Nice.
yeah, it'll be great.
So if nothing else, people have to stay tuned for the whole series, and then definitely watch that.
Yes, because it's a bit of, it's a bit of just desserts. I think we're watching it after 3 months of getting ridiculed. You get to see the hosts. I'm sure they'll have some outtakes or something in this one. You'll see.
Oh, they'll have me making just a fool of myself, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Maybe a montage of all of the ridiculous victory dances.
There's this one thing where
something.
Jana was like, we were recording something for one of the contestants, and we were supposed to just have like a dead stare into the camera, like a deadpan, like what the hell is that? And he kept making this noise, and like we're supposed to be looking right in the camera like this, just like, and he kept like I just hear him, and I could like even the sound of his mouth moving, he was just like. I swear to God, it was one of those days where we had been shooting for 10 hours or whatever, and like we had like it wasn't funny anymore how much I was laughing. You know what I mean? People were like, okay, and seriously, take a moment, because I was like, I could not get it together.
I want to see that.
Oh, they have that footage for sure. It took maybe 15 minutes of me just being like, no, and go again. No. Yeah, so he brought that up, and he was loving it too. I knew it. I was like, Jonathan, could you please stop? He's like, I'm not doing anything. And I was like, stop making any noise at all, please.
It's weird because now we're all like brothers and sisters. Like we have that weird sort of relationship where like we just love each other, but we love to just push each other's buttons and that sort of thing. It's better like that.
Even we'll be like, we'll be pressed for time or we're getting something done. But if you're having fun doing it, I think that's what comes across. I mean, the show, it's Wipeout.
Yeah.
We're not doing.
It's not King Lear.
It's not King Lear. Not with the West Wing.
Yeah. Either works.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you have a lot of.
You're saying our show's not like Shakespeare?
Sorry.
Shakespearean epic battle of man versus woman.
People get poisoned, and it sounds like there's a lot of footage here for DVD. Sounds like there's a good possibility there for
It'd be weird if we had like a commentary track on the DVD. We're already doing commentary, so what would we do? Oh, this was great. This was a great comment, right? Jessica, you really made a good comment here. Great comment. Funny story about this comment.
Well, thank you guys very much.
Thank you very much.
Looking forward to seeing it.
Tune in Sunday, TVtropolis, 8 o'clock.
Absolutely.